Down, down, burn, down, 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 down. Oh, hello there.
Hey, what's going on?
I lost my plug to my laptop that runs Muzak. So
you lost the plug. How was that even possible?
I don't know. It's somewhere here in this hellhole. Hello, April. Carol, you were actually second, believe it or not.
Yeah, second.
Gold and Slots who got a little raid there last night. That was fun.
Oh, that was fun.
We threw you off a little bit there.
He handled it like a pro, though, Creed. Come on.
He handled his $30 loss on his scratch-off ticket. That one hurt, man. I can't stand them damn scratch-offs. He was. I'm only 12 minutes through his new video that he dropped today with that backroom gas station gambling that I love so much.
Yeah, that's your favorite.
Yeah, him and I are gonna have to get together and do some of that. I love those machines. They're a lot of fun. So Mikey and I were trying to figure out where almost 300 subs came from in a day.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous. Because when we jumped on, it was nowhere near what it is now. And next thing I know, there's an extra 140 people have joined the family just in the last couple hours.
Can't beat that.
No,
Kylie
really can't.
Jumping on in the future. Love it.
Oh, by the way, Kylie sent an email. I know you'll never see it, but I'm going to tell you what it was. There is lemonade. She sent a picture of lemonade. So
it's lemonade Sprite.
No, it's just lemonade. Regular old lemonade.
Just lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Regular old lemonade.
Okay.
Grandma used to make. Country time style.
What is happening here? I'm clicking the spin button and nothing's happening. Okay, that's cool.
Super malfunction.
Yeah. Off to a good start. I saw that today, Gold. That's awesome. Good for you. I know we were at 1990 last night I saw that, so love that.
Hey, nothing wrong with a little bit of growth.
Subscribers, Carol. Whenever we have a huge, chase like last night, we always get a nice pop, but there was a pop from that to now, basically today, during the afternoon, which isn't typically something you'll see.
Usually kind of like a fire. It burns out once it gets really hot. Next thing you know, we've got tons of subscribers, and that's how YouTube judges how you're doing, is on the amount of subs you have and the amount of hours people have watched.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I love that. Is it going to do it? Is it going to be good now? Or look at the spin button's not there. This is the one that took
doctors.
Jennifer, I was just going to mention you and how there we go. Now it's going. All right, well, it didn't do it last time. It stole her money when it was out first.
No. Oh, no.
It did. Anyways, I wasn't planning on streaming because, does this do something? Let's watch. What is happening?
So magical.
Well, those are wilds.
Whimsical, some would say.
Down the 20 on that old quad ain't bad. But Mikey and I were chatting after the stream, and I had noticed I had a 40 for 10, so this is going to play absolutely terrible. That's why you don't take these things.
Are you trying to say when they make you a special offer, it is only to take your money?
Listen, they feel different. They feel as if they play differently sometimes. I'll say that when they're giving you a huge one like that, giving you $30 for free, basically.
Right.
They tend to play a little different. I could be wrong.
I just think you're making things up now.
I could be. You never know. Never know. So what do you think Knox is doing right now? Do you think he's laying in a bathtub trying to find Stephanie or what?
Oh, probably. If he's breathing, he probably is. I mean, let's face it.
Did he just pass out?
Knox is that guy. He's the dude.
Jennifer, my first time playing it because you know how much I love Luckyland, but we'll see. Maybe we can get lucky today. It's happened before. You never know. Carol, slots are so much easier than even that bingo that you play.
I'm going to make a confession right now. I have never played bingo competitively where there's stakes.
Right.
Never. Even though I live at the beach, and beach bingo is a big thing around here.
Didn't Bish go and play bingo one time and was super confused or something? I don't know.
I think so. I believe you're correct on that one.
I don't know if I've ever really. Gosh, I don't know if I ever have either. Certainly been around. There's a lot of bingo halls that have slots and stuff. You know, I've never really went and sat down.
Sit with all the young ladies and play. I couldn't do all those cards though. I need just one card.
Oh no, that's what I was saying, because she uses the cards and the dabbers. You know. Oh look, there's Luckyland for you. Woo. Of course.
Is that a bonus?
He's probably eating chips. April, he was eating the damn chips. The minute that he popped on, he's crunching so loud, I had to mute him. He does that all the time. I guess he didn't eat while he was on the slopes today. Look at this. God, Luckyland is so embarrassing.
I thought it was funny when people were like the other day, hey, get Knox on Poor Sports. No. And I'm like, first of all, no. Secondly, Knox is the kind of person that you have on a show where you just kind of let things go a little bit. He'll never be on any of the other stuff. He's a special guest. That's basically what he is. He's our special guest that comes on when he has time. And when he don't, it's not a big deal.
His ADD gets in the way.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll freak himself out or something like that. And
yeah, the stuff with...
or he's going to get in trouble at work.
The stuff with Stephanie kind of threw him off.
And,
well, attention overall from people saying things in the chat. He's so... I don't know if he's on edge or just... I don't know. It's funny.
There's a reason Knox is single. Let's just put it that way. There's a reason.
Your account was deactivated on state. They said it was due to me using a VPN, but
I mean, it looks like they were just looking for a reason.
Yep. Well, listen, I wouldn't worry about that much, because the more and more that I read into it is the more and more that there's a lot of shady. Well, we've talked about it. I'm not going to talk about the really big, nonstop $2,500 deposits that happen day in and day out, and all of a sudden we're playing $100 spins and $10 spins and $100 bonus buys and all that over there. You can read through the lines on that one and figure that out.
All right, so...
I know, John.
Do a lot of these streamers that I watch, these big ones...
Uh-huh.
Are they like sponsored by some of these?
Yeah.
Are they given free money to use kind of thing?
Yeah, there's
because they bet a lot of money, and that's
and
after watching you and watching Golden and Taylor, I know money easy come, easy go, as they say.
Yeah, but we're talking hundreds. So there's a couple of them that are very open about it. There's some new ones to the game. That are streaming that unfortunately have went that way with a few. Now this isn't just in America. Keep in mind, this is a lot of new for America as we get more and more open with being able to do this more and more. But there are a lot of people being bamboozled. And this has been going on for so long. As a matter of fact, a lot of the real money streamers that I've been watching for 6-7 years, which are basically over the UK, Netherlands, Switzerland, Malta. Most of them are in Malta. There's real money. The real money streamers aren't even streaming on Twitch now, because that whole part where all the casino part is taken up by so many people that are on there with the casino's money, with unlimited re-ups, and what they're doing is signing you up to an affiliate link, right? Under false pretenses. Because
Right.
you're watching them kill it. Absolutely kill it, right?
And they're not telling you, hey,
No. There are a couple of big ones in America that are on those sites that are pretty open about it, but the majority are not. It's really crappy. It really is. I hate it because, again, most people are unsuspecting, sitting there watching them win,
Right.
and it's not their money. And there's a whole lot to it. Don't even get me started. I'll go on and on and on about it.
I'm glad I brought that up.
Makes me crazy. 3, I just saw your post in Discord. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Yeah. I'm trying. If we can stay connected, exactly. But I'm on they gave me a 40 for 10, so, things played differently. To me, on my account, we'll say that. But yeah, it's a crappy thing. They've been dealing with it for a very long time on that, and now I hate to see it starting so heavily in America now. It sucks.
Well, it's one of those things. Of course, you want to make it look good because you're trying to get people to come on. You got your biggest guys in there just tanking it every day, losing their shirt. Next thing you know, they're in rehab. Things are going awful.
Well, gambling is, that is, it's a real deal. I thank God. I don't know why. And I've always said this. You've heard me say this about drinking too. I can go a year without drinking for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I can't go 10 minutes without a cigarette or a Mountain Dew. It's just weird. Gambling, I'm very good with. It's never becomes a problem with me. If I don't have the money, I don't, you know what I mean? Like if I can't spend it.
Will we ever see you with the big screen and you're like really tiny in the corner type thing where you can be showcased?
That OBS stuff, I do not want to start messing around with that. I looked at eventually StreamYard's you're going to be able to use what they call a stream deck. Have you ever seen one of those, by the way?
Nah.
It's pretty neat. It's just, you got this box where you load in like 15 different things, and that's how you switch screens. You can pop up like, you've seen on Gold, like where he has the thing,
right.
When it's bonus time and that pops up, you can put that in a stream deck and you hit those buttons. It's kind of neat. But OBS is so like, these guys at Grotto's awesome, by the way. He takes care of all of their OBS stuff. And it's nonstop with problems with OBS. It's way above our pay grade. Thankfully, StreamYard works the way that it does.
It allows us to do a lot with a little.
Right,
Let's put it that way.
So we can focus on the things that we should be. That whole OBS stuff looks like such a nightmare to me. I just
I already spend at least some days 12 hours a day working on stuff for the show, and some days even longer than that, included the time we're on the air. So yeah, it's like if we had another thing we had to do. I mean, you gotta remember we're a brand new channel. I mean, we're barely crawling as far as channels go.
Well, that's what we were saying that last night about. Oh my God, you guys are gonna blow up, or there's that off chance that you get one of those I don't mean like we're going to be sitting here producing a viral video, but a stream could go viral.
Right. Do really well.
It happens. It can be the most random videos. There's a guy I watch in the liquidation business named Resale Rabbit. And he has the most random video that just took off. It's like 6.8 million. Now, he gets a couple of K, right, after a few days. Mm-hmm. Nothing like, that kind of deal, right? He doesn't understand. He talks about it all the time. It's just an Amazon. He bought some Amazon pallets. That's it, and it took off. But that can happen, and
it's a lot of luck, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, but I'd rather it not at this point. I want to keep growing the way at the growth that we are, because we're learning as we go.
Yeah, if it got too big all at once, I don't know if I could keep up with what I need to do. I mean,
and you guys.
Anything that you see here on the channel, it's put on by me and Creed. That's it. Bishop and Knox are, they jump on and do some stuff with us, but I mean, they don't have to do any work ahead of time. They
John,
just
I
show
appreciate
up.
that.
Hey, John, man, look, appreciate that. Your picture also looks like maybe you could be one of the Trailer Park Boys. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Gold, I actually heard you talk about how your Stream Deck was messing up. And, I mean, OBS looks awesome. I know there's a million things that you can do with it. It's just, at this point, that's the last thing that I want to be worrying about is any of that.
How long has Golden been on YouTube?
Yeah, how long have you been around? I know that Taylor, I think, had just a couple of months on us, I think. He said he started during that time, too.
So he's a little bit ahead of us. So that makes sense.
I'm not sure with Gold, though. Yeah, it's not the same without his head popping up there going, "You're my best friend." Yeah, I would just hate to have to do that. But yeah, that's why I love the growth the way that it is, because we're learning as we go. Mikey does all the graphics, all the back end stuff. Even you guys wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that you got to do just when you go live. You got to go turn on stuff. You got to tweak things. You got to
get that SEO just right so you can get people coming through the door. Otherwise, you'll never be found.
Well, I gave it $10, and now I'm going to go give that other one.
That game sucked, by the way.
I'm not a big fan of it, but there's some features on it, though. I'm going to give this one $10. I don't do very well on it, but, Gold started November of 19. When did you start playing Slot? Did you start doing, like, Gold stuff? And then...
Were you right away, that was what you set out to do? Because we started out just intending to do the Credence Bishop show once a week.
That was it.
And that was all.
Well, thank you, Carol. Well, we love having you around. I listen, you guys hear us say that all the time about the community that we built and how much we love you guys, but we truly love it. I mean, we enjoy, trust me, we would not be sitting and doing what we do if we didn't enjoy it, because, and I'll also be honest with you too, is that there was some things happening between Discord and Facebook between some people.
God,
and that was a really Debbie Downer, because I don't want to sit there and police people's private messages. Just being honest with you guys, not dropping any names or anything. It's no big deal.
It's really none of our business.
Yeah, and they kind of looked out for us to take care of things that happened in private messages and stuff.
Which,
that's going to take the fun away.
If it becomes a threatening issue or someone being mistreated.
Well, that's exactly right, because I want to make sure that there isn't any. Oh, no, Carol, that was not directed towards you.
Oh, no, definitely not you, Carol.
Not at all. There was a lot of other things, not you.
There's a lot of stuff I think people don't know.
Right. Right.
Coming from all sides.
Right. But anyways, that side of it, we were not ready for, and not like,
I was very close to telling Creed to just shut down the Discord if we're responsible for these kinds of things.
Yeah. No, Carol, not you,
Carol. But just too much on the plate at once, man. I'm telling you, I couldn't deal with too much.
No, that was the only time that since we started that there was a couple of days where I was like, this is not fun right now. It's not fun. And actually, and again, full disclosure, with Knox, it kind of got to be not fun for him doing the show on Wednesdays anyways. For a while, it became not fun for him, and I understand.
And he comes and goes. He'll come and go again. I mean, it's just who he is, and we understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Bishop is super busy. He doesn't have time. He can't sit and pull news and put together games and things like that. Their thing is to turn on the computer, show up, and say, "Hey, what are we doing?" And that's it. And that's fine, because that's what me and Creed have decided. Hey, we're gonna take this and run with it, since a lot of people told us we would have zero success and never make $1 on YouTube. Not $1. That we could never pull it off. And that was a huge mistake to say that to me because
oh yeah, Kylie during one of the storms we covered.
And that's weird how we meet people. And did I ever think people would sit and watch us do anything? No, not a million years. No way. But now it's got a point we got to come up with an LLC to try and deal with everything.
Right. Get paid.
Look, man, we've made money. We haven't been able to touch a dime of it yet.
Not a dime.
Not a dime.
Slots says all the same time. Did slots and scratch offs, then got tired of losing on tickets. Yeah, I don't blame you. So started prospecting gold on the channel. Switched my name to slots from slots and scratching to golden slots. That's cool. I love the idea of the gold stuff. I really do. I really do. Oh yeah, April. We both needed that. Listen, you guys don't know a lot about Knox. He is a great friend and family to us for a lot of years. He's gone through a lot. He is cray-cray. He'll tell you that, but in a great way. He has been sober for a very long time. He had an extremely bad
really
drinking
bad
problem. But he lives his life differently, as do we, than the norm, I guess you could say. And but there's a lot of you guys will get to know him more and more will come out. He's still kind of on edge, I think, going through some stuff with the girlfriend that we were kind of a little hard on him because I didn't realize at the time how bad that breakup was, I guess.
Oh, it was rough. I mean, when you got people
to the point, guys, he didn't even tell us anything about it. Like, that's how bad it was. So, yeah. Oh, Carol, listen, our lives played out for a lot of years, day in and day out. We've had drag out fights on air. We've had, there's been a lot of embarrassing stories, a lot of embarrassing moments, a lot of our life played out on the air daily. And we love being very open and honest about everything. And that's part of, again, we kind of got into this earlier when we were talking about that, but we did things. I don't remember. Somebody had asked us about our story, I think today during the chase, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It all runs together. But we did something completely different on radio. I mean, it fit because we were in that rock lifestyle, if you will. But we did things
tough.
Well, that was. And it's always fun to. This is the thing. Whenever somebody says, "Wow, you worked in rock radio for that long. You must have been to so many great concerts and did so much." I'm like,
yeah, but it gets to be a lot. I mean, when we got a sponsorship to a strip club and we were at the strip club all the time, people, man, you're at the strip club all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm at the strip club all the time. And I know all the girls by name. I know all their family problems, all their marital problems, all their other kinds of problems.
Yeah. And here's another thing, too, is that, when you work 5 days a week on the air, it wasn't just putting together a show, just doing a show and playing music and all that. We had to do so many things in the background as far as you had to do commercials. You had to deal with promotions. You had to deal with a lot of red tape, a lot of it.
You'd have to go to those crappy remotes with the
every weekend,
car
and
lots.
that's where we made our money. The damn car lot things. We would go and stand there so Robbie would come and rob us blind with Papa John's pizza. But that was where we made our money, which, by the way, was actually really good money back then. We would go to a 3 or 4 hour remote. I think that was $240. I think it was. Which is pretty damn good money when you think about it. Unfortunately, the morons started giving that money to us one time a month. So that giant check was taxed way above what it was when we used to get it, That was always absolutely terrible. But yeah, we did things in a whole different way. And as we feel more comfortable as we move on with this, this is all new to us.
It's a little overwhelming at times too. Like I'll be
very much so. Like last night with 900 people in there, and it's you're on edge.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're kind of like,
it's-
okay, I want these people to stick around. I want to engage with everybody, but at the same time, you can't. When it gets so big, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
I can't keep up with everything. And
Yeah.
it's become one of those things where we're overwhelmed to a good point as far as like the outpouring of people saying they've enjoyed the show, they like being around for this, that, and the other, and people that are picking up on things we're saying and recalling it to us. And
Well, yeah,
it's
and
a
understanding,
fun time.
getting it. And I know
Yeah.
all of you guys that are in here chatting right now get it and understand that, and Mikey and I were talking about the fact that, I mean, we can be a little bit dirty. We can be a little bit, a little much, right? But we don't want to sit there and kiss everybody's ass and say, "Oh my God, I love." Oh my God.
I'm not going to fake it.
Yeah,
to make it.
Exactly.
I'm going to be real as I can. Who you see us here, this is who we are off the air too. It's not like we're putting on a show. We're just being ourselves and enjoying people being themselves.
Monica says it's about the only channel I watch every day. I may not always chat, but I'm always hit the thumbs up and watch the replay. If I miss it live, you guys are doing great. Monica, that's awesome. Well, we appreciate that. I know there's a lot of lurkers, too. I mean, listen, almost instantly when we go on for like our We Gotta Chase, there's like 80 to 90 people just like that, And there's a lot of people that just lurk, don't even talk. And I've been doing that for a lot of years.
Oh, there's a quarter of the people that are in there that'll actually come to the chat and say something. In the same way it was in radio, you had such a small portion of your audience that would ever pick up the phone and call.
I don't know, Jason. Have you been drinking tonight? JK. Says it's clear. Yeah, we need something, right? Just, like I said, I wasn't expecting much, for sure.
That's another 10 down, Creep. What are we going to now?
Just saying, I bang Knox. Pity I'm married and on the other side of the world. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind traveling.
He doesn't mind breaking up a marriage.
Doesn't mind breaking up a marriage either. I think he's you guys, there are and this is one thing that I love about having so many new people, as that there is so many. Now to us, we chat about a lot of the old stories, our trip down memory road, because I accidentally called it that one time instead of memory lane. Just like the Durango.
Mm-hmm.
We
one time I tried
to
to say I don't know if I can say it now. I'm trying to say I'm going to say it again.
Allocation or something.
Yeah, and I ended up putting together words and made it allocations instead of accusations.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
I was trying to say accusations, but it came out allocations. So it's like a magic accusing someone. So
Gold said, click on the three dots on the right to change it from 144 to 720. Is that true that that sometimes YouTube will do that to you, like slow it down for you?
Hey, there's been times when I've converting videos. I'm like, oh, I can put this in 1080. Should I put it in 1080? Would that be hard for people to see? It's a lot to learn. And look, I'm gonna be completely honest. We had no idea what we were doing when we decided to do this. We got on Zoom. Zoom was the biggest piece of crap that we've ever.
God, yeah, that was.
We didn't know what we were doing though. I had the bright idea that we were going to do a show over Zoom, and then
we originally thought, because when you do video messaging on Facebook, it is so good, and then you realize, wait, you can't do anything with that. One more, please. Thank you. Right? Yes. Hiya! Hiya! I'm sorry. Tonight, in case you guys didn't notice, tonight is just all over the place. We're like all ADD today or something, I guess.
I think it's because of yesterday.
Maybe, yeah. That took a lot. That took a lot out of me. And then, like, it's adrenaline, right? It's like I was up late. I mean, happy as can be. Whenever you have a video that starts off at like 6K, I mean, it's incredible to think. And it's kind of a mind F too, because we have to. I mean, we're always going to stay humble, right? Always. But we get a little bit of little bit 2 more to go for 10x would be pretty amazing, but that
you didn't get it. And the guy laughed at you as he flew away.
Hiya! Well, I needed that. Needed a little something. What's I just saying? Oh, the thing where we got to stop and think. Okay, so a couple of months ago, are we happy with something that has 100? Mm-hmm. Starting at 100.
I remember celebrating when I said, "Hey guys, we had a video that had 50 people watch it. 50 people watched our video, and we were so happy."
Yeah.
Because we started from 0 and we put up videos that nobody watched.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, that's okay. That's all right.
Hey, Jason, seriously, you guys have done more than enough. You also help you help out so much. Please don't feel that you need to do that. I mean,
and that's why we made like merch too, because I was like, at least maybe people feel like they're getting something, because I want you to feel like you got something for your money. We did the coffee thing because everybody wanted. Now people are bugging us about Cash App, and I'm like,
and see, Carol, that's the same thing. It's just we appreciate it more than you know. It's an awkward thing for us because it's so new. It's something I would never ask for it, ever.
And if we act surprised and taken back and humble when somebody gives us money, especially like we had people give us, Jason knows, $50, things like that, and we get it, and we're like, "Ooh, can you believe somebody just gave us $50? We're not like we're old YouTubers. We've only been at it less than a year. May will be a year. So it's still a lot to learn.
One thing that's really neat is they have this thing called Social Blade. And there is one game I cannot win on, is that Power of Ra. I love this Dr. Amazing. And so they have these projections. So if you really dig deep into it, right? Mikey and I sat there for like an hour when we were really digging deep into it, and they were showing projections like a year out, 2 years out. I mean, the numbers.
I think the farthest that goes like 4 years out. I think.
Is it 4 years?
Maybe five.
But man, we're like, holy crap! Well, then we started looking at just what is it, weekly or monthly?
We really kept a close eye to compare that if it was even accurate. It's going to be complete BS. But yeah, it's pretty dead on.
It has been spot on, and we're actually consistently slightly above their predictions, which is even better, which is really neat.
I mean, let's look. Mark on your calendar, September 22nd, because it says come September 22nd, we will have 10,000 subscribers and 1 million views. If it happens, I will be beyond grateful and shocked.
You, Jason. Actually, you and Rachel. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 50 is the top amount anyone's gave us.
Sure.
I know Agent Applebottom, or whatever his name was last night, he gave $49.99. Right, but we don't get all that. I mean, YouTube takes a nice little piece, and we're even going to have to pay taxes out of it. It's gotten to the point crazy. Like we're going to have to pay taxes. We got to start an LLC so we can properly pay taxes and things on this money, because now it's become a business.
Then there's fees moving it around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot to it, but either way, it'd be nice to recoup some of the money that we've plowed into it for all the way through.
Me and Creed have, until Bishop just bought his iPhone, so he says he's going to do some stuff on. No one else had invested any money other than the two of us.
I don't know why he didn't.
He was talking about buying a computer, and I'm like, because I tore into them. It was the middle of the night. I started eating them right then. I made the mistake of putting them in the refrigerator, which is where I keep cookies. And I woke up in the morning, and my kids had ate the rest of them.
There was a moment during one of our drinking streams where Emily, she does not drink very often at all.
And by the way, that stream is gone. We had to take that down.
Yeah, that needed to go. But I mean, and Jennifer and her have had a great rapport since the beginning, and she just got triggered by something that Jennifer said, which was "bless your heart." And she goes, "I F you, Jennifer," or something like that. I know what you meant by that, or something. It was crazy. I was stunned. I would love to see that again, just because that was a bad night.
All you gotta do is travel over to Twitter and find it. I'm sure it's over there, hanging out with the one where we accidentally put boobs up on the screen. And we were like, "Oh, I lost my mind." I was like, "Oh, there goes all the hard work."
So, Carol, that's the thing. Like, so, we've got the Facebook stars, right? We can't even see. A bunch of people donated Facebook stars last night. We can't see it on this. So that kind of sucks, because then, even if you're slapping 50 cents on there, you want to be recognized.
Stars are a penny.
And we love the coffee thing, because that's 100% us. If we eventually get to Cash App up there and PayPal and stuff. But here's the thing that sucks, is that it's great to see your donation and it displayed when you make it, right? And so all of those other ones that we get all of, you lose out on the fact that it's like
you don't get that recognition. I mean, I send people emails and thank them personally. Yeah. But you want people to be able to be recognized, be interacting and things like that. And I'm sure there are some people that don't want to, but a vast majority do, and they don't mind. You shouting them out and thanking them. But it's to the point where we have to make sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's going to come a time where, I'm already working this. I'm working this like it's a full-time job now. And, do we make a lot of money off the video views? No.
But I mean, eventually,
if we have a huge intake of views, but right now, not so much.
I'm happy with where we're at and what we got, for sure. And there's like 30%, and then that's going to be taxed on top of that too. But like I said, it's that recognition thing. That's the thing that sucks. Like, it's great when your name pops up with a color and you know what I mean. Like that's part of it. And you're just not going to get that. Like, and on top of that, like I go an entire week, and I know that Mikey forgets too to check the coffee thing. Yeah. So then you kind of lose out on that.
I go every few days and write an email, but I mean,
but again, that's not the same. It's not the same as when you're. Yeah,
I would love. I'm gonna have to start making like a weekly graphic,
like a scroll down below or a graphic or something. But yeah, like I said, I mean, we can put up the PayPal thing, and I know that Gold does that too. And his, when he gets donations on, on his PP, as they call it, or Cash App. And again, and that's cool, and you say thanks, and you put it up there. It's just it's a lot of extra. Then there's another thing here too, is that there is so much going on while we're, and I'm talking I'm really talking not during these chill hangouts, not while we're watching Spied Live or doing the show and that stuff. I'm talking about the bread and butter, the big chases, the live chases. Yeah. This chat scrolls by so fast, and then you're kind of on edge when you're looking at 900 people, even 500 people, even 400 people. You kind of get on edge because there's a lot of people that you don't know. Are they joking along with you? Are they, and of course, I can't even tell. I wish there was a way to say, oh, great, there's 6 mods here, and I got to figure that out. And on top of that, we're talking, we're trying to entertain, trying to put up, there's just so much. But it's a big learning curve. And I'll be honest with you, one thing that I really love about it is that your mind gets a little sharper. And I'm kind of falling back into that groove. When we did the old radio show, and we did as much live as we could, you wouldn't believe, like, we would be live on the air, talking to somebody on the phone, doing all sorts of stuff, and I'm over here with my hand on this editing thing that I could basically do without even, and I would be editing down like a phone call or something. You know what I mean? Like, the multitasking had went away because I had been out of radio for so long. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get back into that groove, you know.
And it's good to know that we've tried before. We would let other people come in. You know, right, you'd have people that, look at that big win. Yeah. You had people that would want to come in and be a part of this, that, and the other. And we would let them, because we were always nice. We would let people that were fans end up coming on the show and doing stuff. And then next thing you know, you're having to tell them, hey, you can't come around no more because you're basically, A, you're taking advantage of some stuff. And right. B, it can throw you off. It throws you off your rhythm. It throws off what you're trying to do.
Oh, and it takes a bit to get going. Like perfect example, when your feed was messing up. Mm-hmm. And we got more and more people jumping in, right? And you don't want that to be screwing up because you don't want people running.
Yeah, it did help yesterday. I had a migraine all day.
I know you said that.
It was so bad. Almost threw up during the stream because it was so bad.
That's another thing too, is that it gets so hot with all this equipment around me, and when we're doing, like, I'm sweating right now. Jason, right? See, I know you're not. I know that there are some people that really love that recognition, and that's the only reason why they're even donating, anyways. Mm-hmm. Which I get, and I understand that. I know that you don't do it that way, but it is nice to have that recognition, and it's instant too. I cannot tell you guys how pissed off I was. Here's something we can have this conversation too, real quick. Is that with Stu on during that interview? Mm-hmm. We had a lot of talks about displaying any
super chat
stuff that came on. And listen, there comes a point where he's taking time out of his day to come on with us. Listen, Stu is massive, and this happens a lot with most of the people that we interview,
and he doesn't have to do it,
right? Oh God, no, he's not promoting anything. He's not. Yeah, he's into it. He loves what he does, and he did us a favor and came on and chatted with us, and that's awesome. But at the same time, I don't want to throw in his face that we're making donations left and right with a bunch of money while he's.
We made a decision before we brought him on, and we said, look, if we make any money on that, we're not going to put it up because we don't want it to become.
Well, it looks bad. It looks bad because then what is Mikey going to do? You know, I'm not saying that he would do this, and I'm not saying that we would ever do this in a million years, but find the best damn interviews that we can that's going to bring in people to donate and stuff, which I'm sure most YouTubers and most people that are doing this are going to do stuff like that.
If we acknowledged it, could we have made more money? Sure, I'm sure. Absolutely, but
sure. You get that.
That's not what you want to do when you have a guest.
No, and it's not something that we don't. Again, love it. Love the donations. Love money. Yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and ever ask for it. We're not going to do that. And it just looks weird. And that I know that we thanked everybody. We had a chance, I think, afterwards, though, because Mikey cut the goddamn thing so quick.
I didn't want Stu's phone to die.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you want to talk to Stu real quick. No, but like with Loud Labs, when listen, they're huge in this whole realm of things, right? With the chases and being stringers and how awesome they are. I was so glad to see them come through, so I had a chance to thank them today. Also, because we had no way to get a hold of them. That bothered me a lot.
You know? And that's just like, we're not here to get into any kind of war with somebody. Whoa, you cashed out 10K.
Hell yeah. Speaking of money, can we borrow some, please?
I'm in the hole right now.
Max says, it's so nice that you diversify and interact. We get to know people. Right.
Yeah.
And that's
something that was missing on YouTube that we felt like we could exploit.
No, we love to interact as it is. As a matter of fact, like when we were doing the old radio show, we would have some of the most amazing conversations during like music breaks or while we were playing some music and stuff, because we were always answering the phones. That back then was the only way we could even interact. So now having it this way, and another thing too that bugs me is when I miss conversations or I miss good comments or any of that. I try very hard. We're getting to a point now where I'm having to be more selective because there's so many coming through. I'm telling you, Sammy, he's behind that, sitting right there at that computer all the time.
From the time I wake up till usually, if my wife gets off at 5, I try to be done by 5, and if she gets off at 7. But like last night, I didn't even get to see her at all because we had that chase right at the same time she came home, and by the time I went to bed, she'd long been to bed.
Thanks for the heads up, lad.
But yeah, we don't need the thing that when we were talking about doing this, we looked at podcasts. Like, oh, we'll do a podcast, and then we noticed that community, all those guys, nobody was doing anything live.
Oh my God! Yeah, hold on that. Good to see you, Stephen. New Mexico, very nice. No rain for us. Actually, been pretty nice here in the Carolinas. We had our OG radio show, and Mikey and I were just sitting back talking, and I got a nice little thing on Luckyland here, and I said, well, might as well pop on and play a little
slot. Why not?
So now we're just having a little discussion. Yeah, the podcast thing. So we went through a bunch of Facebook groups. Podcasting, that is the most annoying thing that I have ever had to endure in my life. I could not get rid of those groups fast enough. And I guess...
but a lot of people use them. And they use them as, hey, guess what, guys? If you give me a sub to my channel, I'll sub to your channel. Let's help each other grow. Well, that's a great idea until it shows that it doesn't work at all. It doesn't work that way. You have to have people I've tried all kinds of stuff. I get a bad migraine. I had one where I went blind for a while.
Oh, God.
But I usually get a really bad one every year and a half or so, year. That one wasn't really super bad. But
Crystal, you still... were you gambling when you called?
Yeah, she was a gambler. She was
awesome.
Spinning the wheels.
Love that.
But yeah, anybody that's ever wants to grow their channel,
thank you, Sammy.
You're not going to do it by having other YouTubers join your channel.
And so, so we didn't do anything with that. I think a very little bit. We talked with some people here and there, and then realized that these people with their podcasts, it's so weird. They hire people to like edit their stuff, and
they wouldn't do it live.
Yeah,
how many takes do you do for your show? And
it's crazy.
Anything we've ever done has been 100% live.
And don't get me wrong, I understand that those people don't have the background that we do in terrestrial radio. Like, I get that, but at the same time, it's like that's kind of going overboard, especially when you're paying somebody to edit your stuff, to do everything. It's absolutely insane when it gets to that point. The other thing too is that I would rather have, for the rest of however long this goes for, right? Mm-hmm. I would rather have the community that we have right now. Keep it at the size that it's at. I don't care. That's
never get another person
with me. That is fine with me. We are at a great spot. We have gotten to know a lot of people, and we're continuing to every single day. But the biggest, most important thing is that we don't have to follow trends. No. We don't have to clickbait. We don't have to do anything other than to be ourselves. Maybe once in a while, go above and beyond, be a little entertaining, maybe a little, you know what I mean? But we don't need any of that. And that is one of we have bucked that was with a B, bucked the trend as far as growth goes with YouTube. And that is another thing that I absolutely love about it, because it just makes it that much better to not have to follow those trends and do every single thing. And I know that you guys notice this, because I know you guys are on YouTube a lot. You'll see a lot of the same creators, even if they're doing completely different things, they're still following these trends. And
if you watch any of these videos on how to make your channel grow, they encourage you to follow all these trends and things like
Absolutely.
that. Instead of following trends, why don't you make your own? Go ahead and, other than us, I would love for you to point out who else is doing commentary for chases.
Yeah.
commentary, not sitting there and talking to people, just actual commentary and trying to entertain people with.
And to be completely honest with you, I think that at some point there's a very good possibility that we find a completely different direction and find something else that, not that we're ever going to stop doing the live chases, because listen, I would sit on my couch and watch every damn live chase that ever popped on. I've always been a fan. I love live chases. I always will. But as we evolve, I guarantee you that there'll be more and more and more as we go. Jason says that just proves that you genuinely love doing this and you're not doing it for the money. Oh, we're not. I promise me. I mean, making money is nice, but yeah, exactly. See, you guys understand and get that. Now, the other thing is too is that we do genuinely love doing this. There is. I don't know if there's anything that you guys have going on in your life or when you were younger or anything where something gets in your blood, and when that whatever it is lacking, you feel as if you need that, or you are lost without it. Kind of. We're not. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think you guys can understand.
It's what I'm saying. So therapeutic to be able to get on and talk, because, I mean, my mind never cuts off, which is a terrible thing. I'm always thinking, coming up with ideas and new things I want to try and do. There's not enough time in 10 lifetimes to do what I want to do as far as like entertainment and ideas and things like that. Being able to come on the show for the first time, doing, when I was able to start doing the show with these guys back on the radio days when, nothing was happening.
Loud, how do you know P1?
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I saw that over there.
How do you know that terminology?
That's something we say a lot.
Just wondering.
A lot.
Have we said that? Maybe you pick that up, or do you know? By the way, this bonus. We're playing slots. It's got 10 free spins. This is really cool. So the orbs on the end there on the last reel. If you get 3 of them, you get 3 of these on the what is it called? The amazing wheel. What is it called again? Damn it, I forgot. Guys, I will catch up with chat in just a minute. I'm sorry. Bonus time.
Come on, man.
There's 2. All right. So we get to see. The Amazing Machine. That's right. I like when there's 3, but 2's all right with me. I'm glad.
I like this. This is pretty entertaining.
And we have a chance at 163,800.
Oh, we'll win that for sure then.
Sure, absolutely. Just got to say jackpot.
Look
or just 6x, which I'm fine with. That's great. I'm cool with that.
Now, what's this one to do?
It'll give us another win of 5x.
Oh,
250. So 250.
Look at that. And just like that, we're in the money.
Kylie, have a good night. Oh, we got to. Oh, and those are wilds too, right? No, it didn't match up very good though. But is that another 10 or is that another? Yeah, another 10. Holy crap! Good to see you, Kylie. Don't be a stranger.
Yes, take care.
You're a P1.
P1.
Cool. You got 18 more spins. And 2 more on the Amazing Machine.
Wow, back at it again.
Stu says, never got a shout out. I know. We'll get you a shout out next time. We're a little, and I love that. I know he had a good time. He understood that we were, I love that one where it's between, a 500 and 200X.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah. Stu understood that we're part of the crew, if you will. You know what I mean? And I know he'll be back, which is awesome.
The Amazing Machine is ready.
Hell yeah.
This game's been the only one so far that we've done anything on.
Thank you, Rob.
The thing that has made me laugh over and over again is when we'll be watching a chase, a live chase. Wow, 10. And somebody will ask us about Smoke and Scan. Oh, why are you guys able to do this? Smoke and Scan. He got too big and they shut down his channel.
Well, explain who he is to people that don't know.
All right, so I'm sure a lot of you know who Smoke and Scan is. He puts up chases and a big screen behind him and plays the chase, and he'll talk a little bit and talk about his cat. things like that. And if he did get in trouble, the way he says, it's simply because he's not doing more with the content.
There we go. Look at this one.
Look at that.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Because what we do with the content, while we're doing reaction, we're doing commentary, we're not making it a giant screen, full screen of those kinds of things. So far, yeah, we've won every copyright claim and things like that for fair use.
Yeah, because you're allowed, and there's an educational aspect. There's a whole, it's a whole fair use thing that is a thing now.
And a lot of these channels can't make money as far as the ones that just show chases, and that's all they do. They're not doing anything but rebroadcasting.
That's straight theft in my
Right, you can't
eyes.
do anything with that. There's no money to be made. They're not going to make any money on that account. They're going to have to go to Patreon and things like that to make money, but you got to kind of be a little creative and come up with something different. And that's when we decided, hey, we can do this. It falls under fair use. We can make a good time out of it. But yeah, Facebook, those stars, we have to get 50,000 stars before we can touch that money.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
I'm happy that somehow we were able to even be included with that.
Yeah.
Well, they're all very greedy. I mean, to think that they take that big of a chunk, YouTube alone.
I was very surprised when we had our first big night, and then it came through what we got. I was like, ooh, they really took a big chunk. They should let us do anything we want when they're taking that kind of money.
Good point.
Man, you are killing it on this game. I don't know what that means.
Neither do I. But hi, Andy.
What's up, Andy?
Good to see you, Andy. Welcome, Andy. Yeah, we're doing good over here. Look at another two rounds here. Still got 6 spins to go, by the way.
And we're at $55, Creed.
Yeah.
You've made back all your money and then some.
Love it.
We're on
So
a gravy
engaged.
train with biscuit wheels tonight.
I was engaged in conversation and almost didn't even notice it. This is a fun one, though. I like how this bonus works, and they seem to be pretty generous with the bonuses on here. I'm fairly lucky, anyways.
2.5. They couldn't give you 3 times. I mean, they had to get 2.5. Look at a rip.
Look at that. 2 more. Will you all be covering hurricanes again? Your hurricane lore coverage made me sub. I was crying and laughing all day. Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
I enjoy that. We don't want to get too into, live, everything live events that happens, but certain ones we'll definitely jump on for. Hurricanes especially, though. I mean, I enjoy that. I think we kind of did fairly decent with our hurricane coverage that we did, and I think that now where we're at, like
you
this
do a lot
upcoming,
more, yeah.
this upcoming season, I think that we'll be able to implement a lot more, and we have a much better understanding of how things work, and on top of that, how about all of our Texas family too? God forbid if it's an active year next year.
They had some bad luck.
It was a bad year. We were really lucky this year, it seems.
Oh, yeah. We pretty much were unscaven for the most part.
Yeah. But I look forward to that. I enjoy that. I actually enjoyed that, other than the fact that we had to be at the station from the beginning to the end. Was kind of crappy. But I enjoyed our long marathons of sleeping at the radio station, and Jesus.
Is this thing broken? What in the world? It's just
it's
giving away money.
It is. It's printing money. It's my ATM now. I love it. Carol says,
Carol,
I love you
I
guys
was-
and family. You sure helped grieving period. For that alone, that's awesome.
I
Carol.
talked
I'm
about
glad.
Carol to my wife the other day. I was explaining Carol's situation and the bingo stuff. And you
Well, I'd
guys
love-
are just as much a part of our life as we are yours.
Absolutely. And I gotta say one of the best things about Carol, and when she came onto the scene her first night, she became an instant meme, and it was so funny because for a long time, where's Carol at? You know,
Carol was the first person ever to give us a big amount. I think it was $25, and
think
no
so.
one had ever gave us anything
That's
close
right.
to that. And
I loved how
blew
that
us away.
I loved how that came about that night, and I'm so happy to have you here.
And everybody was like, "Oh, I want to." Carol's inspired me. Carol has helped me decide I wanted to give you guys some money. Hopefully, there are no hurricanes. I would love that too.
That's
but
fine.
if there are, we'll be there.
Spirit from Hurricane Elvin this year. Harvey did a number on us, yeah.
Yeah,
The tornadoes are what really scares me. I don't like tornadoes at all.
I've had them pass very close. I've had them pass right over the top of my house. You know, being here, especially when there's a hurricane comes in, we have tons of tornadoes. Tons.
Those freaky swings when it goes from like 72 degrees to 27, like you said, it's weird. It's a very weird feeling too when it happens quickly when those cold fronts come in like that. Yeah, we really enjoy you being around. I'm glad you're here. If you don't, no more hurricanes. No more hurricane talk.
Pass. Hard pass on that.
City neighborhood was the hardest hit during the freeze from a few weeks ago. Yeah, as a matter of fact, one thing that Taylor was doing tonight, which is really cool, is was it West Texas Food Bank or something?
Something
Food
like
Bank.
that. Yeah.
He said that. Oh, I thought I hit the home button without a backup spin, or I don't know if I gave it a backup spin or not. Sometimes those backup spins can be spicy. Yeah, that. That's anything like that takes a while to get back, but it was really cool with him. He's donating half of all of his money coming in this month to the food bank, which I think is really cool. I love that.
Trust me, I know how it is to be without and have hurricane damage and things like that. And every once in a while, you need a helping hand, man.
Right. Hoot was there, he said. Love that. Yeah, it was a fun night. It was a fun night.
And every time we have another big night like we did last night, it's like, man, can you believe these people were there? I mean, I looked at some analytics. I think we had almost 300 people, not just chatting, but talking all at once last night. So that's why those comments were the way they were, because when you got 300 people all at once saying something.
Yeah, that's insane when you said that. I was like,
Yeah.
Crown Town Brewing, good to see you. Yeah, Mikey and I, after the OG show, we were just kind of chatting, and I had some money in a gambling account. I said, well, I might as well pop on and say hey, and now it's turned into this big discussion. By the way, have we ever even asked Crown Town? So
I was wondering.
Give us...
what's your backstory there, bud?
Is Crown Town Brewing... Tell me about it.
I'm guessing coffee. What is your guess? Coffee shop.
Yeah, I guess that would... I mean, brewing can go either way, right?
You're thinking beer?
Maybe.
I'm going with coffee.
Yeah, Emily said, that Switzerland game that time. That was forever ago, too. Yeah, the characters are not right on this at all. The Amish guy. But it's kind of based off of the WMS or Will Williams game that I'm not too, I don't really like very much. But Hans and Franz. And then the boob girl is Heidi. She's a knockoff Heidi there. Everybody's sinking beer, Mikey. I think you're...
Hey, look.
in ales.
It won't be the first time I was right and everybody was wrong. Won't be the last.
Keep an eye on things real quick. I'm going to run out and
Oh, my goodness.
check the weather if you don't
Go
mind.
check
You
the
okay?
weather,
Oh,
yeah.
We might have a free spins, though. Nope.
This thing's got me wanting a pretzel,
Yes.
bud.
Thank you, Oktoberfest. And that new one that has the big curved screen, And they come out with the drafts and all that. I'm not a big fan. The original one, though, the OG one still is a lot of fun. That series of slots is really fun. All right, I'm here.
Yes. Uh-oh. Here's the answer. Creed's going to miss it. Boom. Home brewing beer. Maybe once I get out of Cali, I'll go pro. Beer. Look, there's a lot of people I know do that kind of stuff. My son-in-law makes wine, and it's not that bad. Pretty good wine. He's also made moonshine. And that's very interesting, to say the least. It was beer for the win. So everybody who said beer, look under your seat right now. Your prize is right there. Look, Creed leaves, and now we're going to lose all this money that he had just won. Why did we leave that game that we were making bank on to come to this one? Loud, you never told us why you know P1. How do you know P1? How do you know what a P1 is? Spill the beans. Tell us your secrets. Golden, do you have an LLC? And if so, who is your attorney? Look at that. 12 big cents. I mean, Creed's gonna retire soon. You've had moonshine from Charlotte, North Carolina to my uncles. Look, my family used to run moonshine back in the day. If you see it in the movies and things like that, and they used to run shine, baby. Yeah, Carol, you're saying you know some people from my neck of the woods. Aloud. That is not an answer. That is a laugh out loud towards me. I don't know how that's an answer. Ah, your mom and family, Carol. Okay. Look, it's a great place to live if you don't want anything to do. You're heading to Tyler, Texas. Tyler, Texas. Look, that Texas is probably one of the few places I would consider moving to. Because I'm very picky. One African. Oh, what are we talking about? You lived in Montana. 9 microbreweries. Still 70 miles. Wow. Look, me and Creed also talked about once everything gets over and say we continue to do well, having some sort of meetup somewhere, sometime, doing something, giving back to you guys, hanging out, doing some stuff. I don't know. We'll see. You never know what we're capable of.
Mega Tees, come on.
You're back just in time. We have been bleeding money.
It's 20 cents a spin. Can't be
bleeding money.
Stop it. Damn, isn't it Texas like 900 miles across or something like that? It's huge.
What did you say?
900,000.
100 miles across? I mean, come on, man. I can't walk that in at least 7 days. At least.
Yeah, someday I think that would be awesome. For sure. We'll have to. I talked to Gold about at some point when things get better, because we were talking about meeting up in Cherokee. Because a lot of his slot people are within shouting distance, if you will.
Right.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I said to him, I was joking, I said, got to be on a weeknight, though, because that's when you get the free rooms.
More beer.
I would. That's still a very good possibility. If I've ever been to Texas or not. I've got actually some family in Texas that I would absolutely love to go visit sometime. I think that'd be awesome. Hell yeah, meet up in an old great barbecue. I'm down for that. East to west, 750 miles. Yeah, that's
there you go.
That's
a little bigger.
From here, it's like from here to New York is 680, I think it is for us, or just shy of 7.
So what? Almost not quite 600 miles from here to Orlando.
I used to hate leaving Jacksonville because you got to come from the coast all the way to. There wasn't really a way other than if you're going to take 17, which is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You had to drive all the way out just to get to 95 to start heading up. You know, I used to hate that. There's that extra. Well, same with Myrtle Beach too. Is that we would always have to. I mean, we had to go all the way to Florence. It's like an hour and 30 minutes or so. But yeah, this is doing nothing. We are absolutely.
You throw it away every cent we've hard-earned money sat here and tried to make. I mean, it's just.
I know.
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
I know that I am going to say goodnight here pretty soon because
I'm about to do that right now.
I've done hang out for like 10 more minutes and then
all right, 10
just
more minutes.
hang out for like 10 more minutes and then we'll say goodnight. Because I don't want to screw up. I have been doing so good with getting to bed at a decent time, getting up again. I actually get a bunch of stuff done when I get up at my normal time. These late nights, they screw me up when I sleep in till like 10:30. I hate it. And I'm just groggy all day.
I can't sleep in. I wake up at the same time regardless.
Yeah. Mikey, don't you know how gambling works?
Yeah, I lose my free dollar on Chumba every day. Trust me, bud. I'm a gambler.
We'll do that before we get out of here, the old creepy chef. Good night, Carol. Thanks for hanging out with us on a little.
Thank you, Carol. Take care.
That was a fun hangout tonight.
Maybe we answered a lot of questions too.
Well, we didn't vent, but I feel like I got a load off my chest somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not a fun day. Good luck with that. Loud, still
not
evading.
answering our question. Yeah,
that's all right. Not going to peer pressure you, Loud. Now I want to know though.
Yeah, now I have to know.
No peer pressure, but we're going to bug you the living crap out of you from here on out.
Not everybody knows what a P1 is.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do. We're the dummies.
It's possible too. Yeah, that's a good point too. With like the blue. What do they call those? I used to get a lot of those with the Rite Aid stuff. The Ocuvite pills that you can take that help with the blue light. That might screw with you with the headaches with your glasses on, especially.
Well, I have the anti-glare. I mean, I can get my wife to look into it. She makes glasses for a living, so I'm sure I can get her to throw me together something.
I might have. Whoops. Where's it at? There it is. The weird chef.
April knows something we don't know? I doubt that.
Do you?
She said she knows how he knows. By the way, I want to tell everybody real quick. P1? That was my nickname back in high school.
Yeah, I'll go with 60 on all.
Oh, he's letting it all hang out.
Just have that feeling, Mikey.
Cash money.
Cash money, don't you know? Cash money. Oh my God. Oh.
Nothing.
Oh man.
Ooh, baby, I love your ways. Every day.
Baby, I love your ways. You are correct. What April said.
Mm-hmm. Lesnar.
Very-
Don't be a
Exactly.
Lesnar.
Should I bump it to $1?
Take care, Crown Town Brewing.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Good night.
Yeah, man. This is late for everybody. I know it's late for us, but it's really late for everyone.
Yeah, it is. All right. Chef, not to it.
Sammy.
Find-
Yeah, it's just it's a P1 is just someone who is like your loyal listeners that you know they're gonna, no matter what, they're there. They're listening all the time. That's your audience, your captive audience in a way.
Speaking of which, where the hell is Brownie Lady been?
Oh, I don't know. She don't like car chases. I don't know. There were a lot of people. Look, here's something funny. I'll tell you guys this before we get out of here. I got a message today from a guy we know from our radio days, and he wanted us to come. Red face. He wanted us to come and do a live broadcast from a new restaurant in the area. It's kind of like a Dave and Buster's type place. And they have a stage up there, and it's set up. He said high-speed internet and everything.
Which I hope that they start live streaming their singing again, because boy, that'd be a great one.
That'd be a great web trotter.
Do you remember? Hey, really quick, I don't mean to sidetrack you. Get right back to it, but do you remember us all kind of texting each other when that was happening and we were all watching together? That was way before any of this. So we've been doing this kind of stuff, just not live for a very long time.
So yeah, he wanted us to come and do a live podcast, though, to say the Credence and Bishop Show live at this restaurant while people are eating, I'm guessing.
Yes, drinking.
Hanging out. I don't know exactly what they want us to do, but I told him, that's going to be a hard pass. I don't see
Which we
Creed
appreciate it. I mean,
traveling
we appreciate that, and that's cool.
absolutely,
We
100%.
absolutely love doing stuff like that. But it's like now it's like, thanks. Yeah, especially I'm not driving.
You would lose money.
I would love to. I was thinking though, like I do want to come at some point, and probably what I will do is one of these trips that Emily and I go to the beach, and she's going to go visit family there for a bit. And if I have a day that I can take off from Myrtle Beach and come up, it's not that bad,
Yeah.
But I'd love to come up and see everybody, and I think it would be fun too if Bish could get involved, if we could kind of just take a trip around and do some filming. I think that would be fun, even just some live stuff, like go over to the theater and walk around, go have lunch at the Kettle.
That place has changed, so be ready for
has
that.
It?
A lot. Because
Like bad,
it had a lot of damage, storm damage, so it's been completely redone.
I saw that.
It stays busy. It stays busy.
It's not the same though.
Kinda, sorta, a little bit. I don't know.
But I think it'd be fun just to take take everybody on a tour all day of Jacksonville, basically. Just tell some stories.
Or go visit Dave DeScott.
That would be awesome to go see Dave. My God, yes, I would love.
How about a P1?
Oh yeah, I love.
That's
Dave.
a P1 for you.
He's still. I guarantee you, he lurks a lot. Just doesn't say hey.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Dave DeScott.
Well, I have $3. I'm gonna do it on this one. Let's see. It's KTCK thing. Sports Talk in Dallas. They call all the top listeners people. Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. Yep. And that is, P1's
most streamed radio station. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. When we would go places and meet people, they expected you to talk to everybody, shake everybody's hand, take a picture of them if you want. They want a picture or something. All that good stuff. Which we didn't mind.
So Rachel, there's what did we get?
SC1.
Thank
Look
you
at
so
that.
much for that. That's fantastic.
Cashing out right there, baby.
Got my money back. So again, we've got 9 million ideas, and we will slowly implement them and try them at some point. But I think that would be so much fun to do, like a virtual, like. Because do you guys realize that in 2 seconds I can send you a link, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you click
just
through
like tonight. We tried to do something like that.
Nobody
wanted to come
camera.
on. Yeah.
But yet you get a Facebook call that Crystal got going with a bunch of people, and everybody's on.
Everybody's like,
which was awesome. But I think I see something like that virtually would be fun too. Is like because we've all seen The Office and that great party that Ryan had in New York City. Remember?
mm-hmm. Retro party. Look at that picture. High def, right?
With the boobies.
Crystal clear.
We have 18.
18. I don't even know what that means.
Well, you're trying to match up these numbers here, so we're gonna.
What a ripoff! Now they're double dipping on giving us a rip off. Not only ripping us off over here on this wheel, now they're ripping us off with these numbers.
So see, there's your numbers and there's your prize associated with it. So we want, well, none of them are that good. 11's the best. But
look at that.
Number 16. All right, last one potentially. And we got to
spin the old prize wheel and see what you've won.
Do you have to have any app or anything? No, you don't. It opens right up. I mean, it's always opened up for us. Just.
Oh, no, you don't have to The great thing about what we use, you don't have to download anything. It's as simple as just clicking it. You test your mic, you check your camera, boom, you're on. You're sitting in the backstage area.
It's as easy, if not easier, than getting on like a Zoom call.
Oh, Zoom is hard. I've had
compared
nothing.
to yeah.
Compared to this, Zoom is very hard.
An hour and 23-minute slot stream / hangout and a deep talk.
And you still got $40. I think this is where you call it a night.
Well, I'm going to stay up for a little bit longer and have a few snacks, so I will probably blast through this on the couch. But either way, that was fun.
Right.
So I want to get more and more, interactive with stuff. That's the other thing with Discord, too, is as soon as I can figure out, I don't want to go through and mess up a bunch of settings on here. That's why we haven't messed with the video stuff. But I mean, it'd be fun to hang out more in Discord, and we got a lot of good ideas, and it's going to be a fun ride, and it's been a lot of fun so far. And that was a really fun hangout. It's fun talking to everybody. So, anyways, all right, you guys have a great night. Mikey and I think will be around at some point in the afternoon.
Look, I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat in the bag. I probably will not be here until the chase.
Oh, yeah? You got stuff to do?
Yeah, Thursdays is like your day to go out in town on Wednesday. It's kind of like my day to go out in town.
I got you. Well, that's fine. Ain't no big deal. We'll figure it out. All right. Sounds good. You guys have a good one, and we shall see you soon.